Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Boxing and the Heights, and today we're talking Gervonta Davis's interview with the Breakfast Club. Let's bob and weave right in. First off, shout out to the Breakfast Club, shout out to DJ Envy, Charlemagne the God, and Angela Year, and of course, shout out to the boy Gervonta Tank Davis. Definitely on the hustle, been doing a lot of interviews going around, which is perfect, just what he needs to build him up to that pay-per-view star that he wants to be. So let me start off with the way the interview went about. With the first question they asked him was about Lomanchenko. He definitely says that he is ready for Lomanchenko now and he wants that fight now. He feels he has matured enough and that he has come into his manpower. Something very good to hear from Gervonta Tank Davis. That's a fight a lot of people want to see. So hearing him say he wants to fight Lomanchenko is definitely a step towards the right direction. Now it's just up to the teams to make it happen. He also stated that he doesn't understand the people that critique him about not taking the Lomanchenko fight. Earlier, he mentioned, why do they want to see me fight if they rank him top pound for pound and he's not even ranked in the top 10, which makes a lot of sense. People, as soon as they see somebody doing a little good, want to throw them in there with the top pound for pound as soon as possible. And I think it's important to understand you got to let these boxers build themselves and learn on the job. This is the type of thing that no matter how much you practice and how much you spar, you still got to put in those rounds underneath them lights. It's a whole different ball game when it actually counts. So that's cool to hear that Gervonta Davis feels that he is ready for Lomanchenko right now. The next thing that was asked of him was about the Tevin Farmer fight. He definitely wants that fight now. He says he wants to get it out the way. He says it's another step he needs to take him to that next level that he wants to be in, and he was pushing for that fight to happen before the end of the year. He says that's the kind of fight where you can't have it either in Baltimore nor in Philly because it's going to be a lot of fights in the streets. He feels that it would be a war between Philly versus Baltimore, and that actually does sound like something that could happen. Both cities, both inner cities are very tough, very rugged, very urban, so I could only imagine there would be a lot of debating going on in the streets between the Baltimore natives and the Philly natives. Tevin Farmer was also being silly and asked Gervonta Tank Davis if Tevin Farmer's eyes being the way they are, if that would be an advantage to Tevin Farmer, and that what does Gervonta Tank Davis feel about that. And Gervonta Davis was definitely a gentleman. He didn't bite into that. He didn't make fun of Tevin Farmer. He just said that it would be a difficult fight and that he believes it would be a very toe-to-toe action fight, and that he knows that Tevin Farmer is a tough fighter. Now, something I'm very excited about that I heard was, he said if he doesn't get the Tevin Farmer fight, definitely he is aiming for the Leo Santa Cruz fight before the year's over. So I could only imagine what kind of clash that would be. I love that fight. It's those kind of fights that I don't mind. I would love to see the Tevin Farmer fight, but if we don't get it, hey, the Leo Santa Cruz fight for me is just as good, and it's definitely a step towards the right direction, towards getting Gervonta Tank Davis to become that next pay-per-view star. And it would also catapult Leo Santa Cruz to another level if he were to defeat Gervonta Tank Davis. So that is definitely a very interesting fight that I would love to see. And I believe that's an easy fight to make as well. They're both managed by Al Heyman. So I know we could definitely make that fight happen before the year's over. So if we don't get the Tevin Farmer fight, we're definitely going to get the Leo Santa Cruz before the year's over. So hey, that's still very good news, and 2019 would close out with a bang. Another thing Gervonta Tank Davis said, which was a little fun to hear him talk about, was that he would love to see Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford. Of course, he said he favors Errol Spence, and that doesn't come to no surprise. Him and Errol are friends, and they're both part of the same camp. And we all know that Gervonta Tank Davis has had a little beef history with Terrence Crawford via Twitter and Instagram. Charlemagne the God also said he'll favor Errol Spence in that fight as well. Another cool thing that we could look forward to in the future is Gervonta Tank Davis says him and Ryan Garcia is a great fight and a great potential fight that will happen later on in the years to come, especially if they both keep winning and both keep growing at the pace that they are. Ryan Garcia is another boxing future star in the making, and he definitely compared that fight to Floyd Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya, and I can't agree more than that. Definitely would resemble that fight, Mexico versus an African American fighter, and I think it would bring out all those big hardcore boxing fans from Mexico and those big hardcore boxing fights from here from America. So definitely exciting. Gervonta Tank Davis Very cool guy. In the interview, seems very humble. So it's cool, man. Hopefully he keeps going like that, keeps winning. And we're definitely going to be looking at Gervonta Tank Davis pushing to become the next pay-per-view star in boxing. So that's it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. And remember, follow us if you follow boxing. Peace out.